The Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot. The dead. The dead.
Listen, if you talk to Charles, he probably told you that I was assigned to the case of the missing boy.
Oh my God, it's another episode of Viral Venom. How cool is this? Friday the 13th Blood Loss is now available through Indiegogo. Get your copy of the Blu-ray, DVD, digital download, VHS,
I thought this
laser
was
disc.
episode of Tinkerbell Fights Freddy Krueger.
No, it's not. We did that last week. Okay, Friday the 13th Blood Loss is now available. We are working super hard to get all the perks sent out. So far, we have already made it through the first round of the first campaign, so that one's 100% complete. We're now working on the second campaign, which is the biggest of the three, and we will have all of the remaining discs sent out soon. We've gotten about 40-ish sent out this week so far. That includes actor bundles, vendor bundles, and so forth. So if you're waiting, you won't have to wait much longer. They're on the way. Now, let's see. We have some people jumping in the comments already. Let's see what's going on here.
Now it's a party.
Chris Spencer said, I made it, LOL. What'd you make? Let us know in the comments. He says, I made it. No, okay.
What'd
All
you
right.
make?
He made it. All right. So Morgan Suzek says, hell yeah. I don't think I was supposed to say that word. It's a family-friendly show, Morgan. All right. Jimmy Lasoto is here. Jimmy from Boredom and Bloodshed. How cool is that? Hey, how cool is that?
How cool is that?
Oh, okay. All right. So we're joined tonight by...
Hi,
Morgan.
Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy. We are joined tonight by some of the cast members of Boredom and Bloodshed, which is filming this August in Rochester, New York. Right? Do we have anything from Boredom and Bloodshed here? Cue the music. Cue the music. Oh my God. Here's the custom mask for the movie. You're losing a strap here. All right, but there it is. So the mask. This is the custom mask that we made for the film. It's Christian Bester's mask for the character that he is in the movie. The movie is also starring Ari Lehman, the original Jason Voorhees actor, Mary Kate from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, and our special guests that are here tonight, including Jeremy Hirsch. All right,
Okay, no.
all right, you're fired. I need a new co-host if anyone. All right. Anyway, we're gonna start bringing out the guests. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Without further ado, let's bring out
Scooby-Doo.
the man of the hour, the coolest actor around, Lucifer himself.
Yes, it's Lucifer
All right.
himself.
This is Jeremy Hirsch. Oh my God. I told you he'd be here. She didn't believe you were going to be here tonight. And I kept saying, no, he's going to be here. She's like, not the real Jeremy. I'm like, no, he told me. And here he is. Look at that.
I don't know.
How's
When
it
you
going?
started saying like the greatest actor around, I was like, wait, what? Clint Eastwood?
Let's see. Jimmy Lasoto is saying, awesome mask. Chris Spencer says,
Thank you.
that thing is so scary. I think he's talking about the mask. Loretta says, hey guys. Hello, Loretta.
Hi,
Loretta is also in Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate.
Yeah. No,
Yep. That's one of our most recent cast announcements. Very excited to work with Loretta. Jeremy, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, guys. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. So we've asked you before about your favorite scary movie. What's your favorite slasher movie?
How are we defining slasher?
It's up to you.
I don't
Friday
know.
the 13th, blood loss.
I mean, yes, right there. I mean, I could go like old school.
Okay, what's
and
your
be
second favorite slash? No, just kidding.
I mean, I could go old school and be like Nightmare on Elm Street or something, or Halloween or Friday the 13th.
There's no wrong answer, Jeremy.
I could do a shout out to Felissa Rose and go with Sleepaway Camp. You know, classic there. Yeah, they're all good. You know, the more blood, the better, right?
So you're more of a fan of the 80s?
Yeah, I feel like the 80s was kind of that classic slasher period there. That was kind of when I got into the bloody horror movies, you know, away from the black and white horror movies that I kind of grew up on a little bit. You know, like Christopher Lee, Vincent Price, those sorts of things that didn't really show the blood or whatever. It was all atmosphere and so forth. And kind of in the 80s, you know, you started really seeing the blood and, you know, kind of having fun with it.
So I'm told that Chris Spencer is Christina Spencer, our newest cast announcement for Boredom and Bloodshed.
Yep.
All right. Thought maybe you'd say like, hi, Christina, or something.
Hi, guys.
There you go. All right.
Bye.
Matthew White says his favorite horror movie is Friday the 13th. Blood Loss, Matthew. I have the same. No, I'm just kidding. My favorite's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What's yours?
You know what mine is?
Is that a slasher film?
Oh,
So is Halloween 3 a slasher film, Jeremy?
I'm going to say it
not
is.
really.
So say yes.
Yes.
He wants
Sure.
a good line.
Okay.
It's like a squisher film. Like,
Yeah. All right. So Jimmy is saying Nightmare on Elm Street will always be a classic. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Did you know I'm personal friends with Freddy Krueger's mom? Did I ever tell you guys that?
She likes me more.
We hang out together. We do the rosary sometimes. Because she's a nun. Okay. All right. All right.
But anyway,
I just played a preview.
my
Anyway,
favorite
2 weeks ago.
slasher would be
A barista?
Freddy versus Jason.
Okay, Freddy versus Jason. If you're watching this live, we want to know, or if you're not watching it live, if you're watching a rerun, we want to know what your favorite slasher film is. Let us know in the comments so we can show it on screen and talk about how cool your favorite movie is. Jimmy says, I met Robert Englund. Great guy. Very cool. Very cool. All right.
I
So,
met him in my dreams.
all right. Anyway.
I don't know if I'd want to meet him in my dream.
Yeah. We have
Sorry,
another
go
guest, Mandy, that's waiting to be brought out, and I'm not going to keep them waiting any longer. So without further ado, here's the actress of the hour, Rebel Phoenix. How
Thank you,
cool
thank you,
is
thank
that?
you. No autographs, please. No autographs.
None
You look
tonight.
like a ghost.
What?
It's like
Oh,
everything
because
keeps, like,
the background.
disappearing and reappearing.
The background's blending in. All right, so we're here with two of our cast members from Boredom and Bloodshed. Boredom and Bloodshed is our brand new film that we're filming this summer, August 21st to 24th. It's the very first part of a brand new original series that's going to introduce all new characters to the world of Forever Entertainment. It's starring actors such as the award-winning Christian Bester from Law and Order SVU, aka Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th Blood Loss. It's also starring Ari Lehman, the original Jason Voorhees actor. And of course, obviously, the incredible Jeremy Hirsch, the incredible Rebel Phoenix, and Mark Brubaker,
I'm gonna be the
and Mary
killer.
Kate. You're not the killer. Anyway, all right, so we are going to talk a bit about the movie, Mandy. Why don't you tell them about the movie?
Okay, with Boredom and Bloodshed. Well, actually, our script is going to be changing a little bit from the original storyline, but it's going to still have the same concept where Andrew on Devil's Night, which is the night before Halloween, is sitting at home alone, bored. He's going to be watching horror movies. And then he decides that he wants to go maybe to a costume party and have a little fun. I don't want to give away too much.
Okay, all right. So the movie is about a guy that gets invited to a costume party and then maybe goes to the party and a bunch of people die. So we're
Well,
filming.
I wasn't going to say that part because it might change.
No, well, that's what's going to happen. So we're filming this big costume party. We have all kinds of people showing up for. It's going to be the biggest party thing, biggest party movie party, killer party movie. It's going to be the biggest slasher party thing going on this summer. If you guys want to be a part of it, you still have an opportunity to join the cast or to join in another capacity through Indiegogo, but make sure to get involved as soon as possible because a lot of the perks that are available now are going away soon. Matthew White is saying, no, it's Darcy LaFrance says, yo. Yo, Darcy. Darcy is going to be in Boredom and Bloodshed. He was also a producer on Friday the 13th Blood Loss. We got to hang out with him in November at our premiere in Rochester. We had a big turnout. It was a lot of fun. Darcy and I got to play video games together afterwards at Dave & Buster's. It was pretty cool. Nice. So now he's coming to film with us this time as an actor. We're super excited for that. Darcy's going to be the host of the big party that we're doing. So we're really excited to work with him on that. Stella Ruiné says, hi, loves. Hello, Stella.
Hi, better half of mine that's not here with me. I miss you.
All right. So, Mandy, why don't you ask them some questions?
Ask them some questions?
Yeah, like...
Bring it on.
So we're going to start with Rebel.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was not prepared for a pop quiz, guys. Just
You're
kidding.
going to be prepared. Well, I was kind of eavesdropping, and I heard you two chatting.
Uh-oh.
No,
you didn't.
You were mentioning that this would be like your first horror film that you're going to be in?
It is. It is. I've done a couple of TV shows, but nothing this fancy.
So what made you want to get involved with the movie?
Everybody that's been on my show the past 3 months came from your productions, and I was jealous.
Everybody talking about all the fun that they're having.
I've had Boredom and Bloodshed. I've had Killer Pizza. I've had Horror Hound Bites. I've had Blood Loss. I want to be in it too, guys. Everybody was having all the fun without me, so now I want to play too.
It was nice. It was like we didn't have to do podcast for a while because you were doing it for us. So we were like, oh, I'll take a break.
You're welcome.
I'm just kidding. All right. So have you always wanted to be in a horror movie, or was this just literally because you kind of found out about the movies through the guests that you had on the show, or was it something that you've had in the back of your mind for a while? Or
Oh my god, anybody that knows me know this is like my dream come true. I literally live for this shit. Just saying. But yeah, I've always kind of wanted to do it. I just never really realized that opportunities like this were out there. Like, I always thought you had to be like some big Hollywood name to be in a movie. I didn't know Indiegogo was the thing until you guys popped up.
well, it's it's funny because when I was growing up, I wanted to be an actor, and I told my mom, like, I want to be an actor, Mom. She's like, you can't be an actor. You have to know somebody that's already in the business, and then that's how you get introduced to people. And Indiegogo didn't exist when I was little. There was no getting involved through Indiegogo. When I was a bit younger, I actually met a director who's still making movies through Craigslist. He put out an ad through Craigslist, and I responded to his ad, and I went to his thing, and we did some test scenes and stuff. But even then, there really was no Indiegogo. You couldn't just go to Indiegogo and sign up for an acting role and be in a movie. Whether it was a small indie film or a bigger film or whatever, you just didn't have the same opportunities that people have now. There's so many different casting websites, and of course, Indiegogo and Facebook's a fun way to network with people. That just didn't exist back then. So now it's so we try to create. Not just us, obviously, other people have Indiegogo campaigns and such, but we try to create opportunities for people that are fun. It's a way to get your foot in the door. You can network and meet people, get experience, get your resume together a little bit, and we try to get people in the right direction the best that we can. So yeah, Indiegogo is definitely a great way to get involved. I donate to campaigns all the time just to kind of help out. They're definitely out there. There's all different kinds of ways that you can get involved with our projects too. You don't just, we have more than just acting opportunities. You can get your song in the movie if you're a musician. You're trying to get your name out there. You just want to build credits or show people that you're doing something. Get your song in the movie. Helps us out too. All the money that's donated goes towards the production of the film. If you're an author, you can get your book in the movie. You take screenshots of the film when it comes out, show it to everybody, and say, "Look, my book was featured in this movie." Whether it's a smaller indie thing or whatever it is, it's just fun to kind of get your stuff out there. You can be if you want to be a voice actor, we have voice roles and get your first voice credit, or you can add to your resume. So there's kind of something there for everybody. Producer credits. Bragging rights included. You can sign up for a producer credit today, go to work tomorrow and say, hey, I'm producing the new Ari Lehman movie. He was the original Jason Voorhees, and it has Christian Bester from Law and Order and Rebel Phoenix from Thriving in Chaos and Jeremy Hirsch from Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. He's Lucifer in that show, and now I'm producing the movie. And there's just so many different ways to get involved. You can get your brand, your logo, your product in the movie. We try to do our best to make something available for everybody. Of course, merchandise, shirts, hats, mugs, and things. So
just
if you're watching,
bragging rights, that's all you got to call it.
What I'm trying to say is, if you're watching right now, make sure you go to Indiegogo tonight and get yourself a perk. If you've already gotten a perk, get 2 more. All right. So, Rebel, I have to ask you, what's your favorite slasher movie?
The one I'm about to be in, Boredom and Bloodshed. Duh.
Yeah,
what's your shameless promotion there, guys?
What's your second favorite slasher movie?
Friday the 13th.
What's Friday the 13th?
It's a toss-up between Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp, because, both of them were at my wedding. Just saying.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. That's cool. All right. So Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp. Was it the original Friday the 13th, or do you have a favorite?
The original, obviously. We got married on Friday the 13th last year, so,
Very cool.
Definitely a fan of the original series. But, I kind of agree with Mandy when it comes to Freddy and Jason, too, so.
Yes.
It's a fun movie. Yeah, I've always liked Freddy and Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah, we already have it, but she's convinced that we don't, so I just bought it again for her.
You're going to realize you have like 20 copies one day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I do that with books, too.
You just
She does
need
it
one
with
in every
everything.
room. It's okay. It's fine.
I do it with my toys also because I have He-Man figures that I collect, and
That's
he
pretty cool.
I think he just bought me a couple that I already have today, like Man in Arms, and I can't remember the other one you got me.
That's all right. Point is, Freddy versus
Point
Jason's
is.
an awesome movie. All right, Mandy Coleman's in the comments. She says, "Hello, hello, Mandy Coleman." She is also a part of Boredom and Bloodshed and Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. A lot of amazing cast members in the audience tonight. Horror History and Hauntings, which is Christina Spencer, says, "This is such a fantastic concept." Morgan says, "I had a song featured in Blood Loss." He does. Morgan Suzek did a great job. We really appreciate all of his support. He always wins our contests. We do these sharing contests, and Morgan's won more by far than anybody else, I'm sure. Mandy Coleman, amazing opportunities. Plus, you'll get to meet great people. Yeah, you meet a lot of people. So you're not just getting involved with us, but you get to meet people such as Rebel Phoenix and Jeremy Hirsch, right? Thank you, Jeremy Hirsch, and
Unless you want to go the old German pronunciation, which actually means deer in German. So if you go to Germany, I had this happen. I went to Germany, went to a restaurant, didn't speak any German, but there was Hirsch on the menu, Hirsch, which was venison. So I was like, all right, at least I know what it is. So I actually looked at that. So.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Morgan says his favorite is Sleepaway Camp. Okay, I like Sleepaway Camp as well. Do you have a favorite Sleepaway Camp? Is it the first one?
I like the second one and the third one with Pamela Springsteen better, just because it was more of a sarcastic, upbeat, funny horror movie, as opposed to the one with Felissa Rose being more on the serious side. So I prefer Pamela Springsteen, but Felissa Rose is still going to be the classic OG.
And I think Jeremy likes the first one, right?
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you got to go with Felissa, and she's just anyway.
There's just no beating that ending scene, man. There's just no beating that for that time frame. Oh my god,
that was crazy. And she's just such a good person. So
she seems like it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Morgan actually has a book that's going to be featured in Horror Hound Bites.
Oh, okay. Yep. Morgan Suzek is an author. He sent us his book that will be featured in Horror Hound Bites. It's very cool. So that's one of the perks we were mentioning before. We are about halfway through. Let's talk about Rebel Phoenix. Do you have a dream role?
I want to be the hero that saves today, or like something comparable to Zoe from Escape Rooms. I want to be like the smart one that saves everybody, but you know, I'm good with anything. I'm not picky.
So let's talk about the Travel Channel. You were on the Travel Channel.
Oh damn, you caught me. Okay. Let's break the skeletons out the closet, guys. Okay. Yes, I was on season 2, episode 2 of Haunted Hospitals.
So what was that? So that's like a paranormal kind of thing. Were they investigating a hospital?
It's basically anybody that works in like the healthcare industry, you know, EMTs, nurses, or in my case, residential treatment counselor. I worked with a lot of troubled youth back in the day when I was a social worker. So it was about a story that happened to me probably 18 years ago in Maryland. Yeah. It's a pretty crazy story. You guys should watch it sometime.
How did you get involved with that? Did you see like a listing and then you reached out to them, or how did that come to be?
Actually, they found me, believe it or not. I created my psychic page on Facebook when I started kind of coming into my abilities, and they just, I guess they did a search one day and found me on it, and they just reached out to me to see if I had any stories that would fit their criteria.
Very cool. Jeremy, what was the last movie that you saw?
Oh gosh. I mean, we're always watching, like every night my wife puts on something, and it's usually like one of the Rocky movies or an Indiana Jones movie or something. The last like start to finish full length movie was Sinners. I saw it just two weeks ago, something like that.
Was it good?
So, such a good movie.
Yeah, that's one we haven't seen yet.
I'm giving it 2 thumbs and 2 toes up, but you can't see the toes.
Yeah, and I need to watch it again. Like, there's lots of little things, and yeah, it's worth a second viewing.
I'm telling you, Michael B. Jordan is a god on stage. Just saying.
It's a really, really good movie.
You know what we just saw? 28 Years Later. Have you guys seen that one yet?
I have not, but I actually heard that one was filmed entirely from an iPhone.
They did use iPhones.
They did use iPhones, but I looked up the information. They use a combination of cameras.
They use drones and stuff in it too.
I was going to say, that makes more sense.
Source, and it says they used the Panasonic camera
Probably. But
that makes more sense.
So that was the last one we saw. Don't want to give spoilers, but what did you like it? Not like it? Well, yeah, but they know that. What did you think about it though? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
No, I liked it. It was just the ending doesn't seem the same as the beginning. So it feels like there's like too many multiple writers with it that went in different directions.
Still go see it though. Make up your own.
Go see it. It's worth a watch.
Do we need to watch the other ones? Like rewatch the other ones first?
Yes.
I don't think so. I didn't I don't remember them. I went and saw this one, and I felt like I was okay. I don't feel like I really missed out on a lot.
You don't remember the
yeah, but that's
the Boots poem and
yeah,
stuff
but
like that from the first one.
Yeah, but I still understood the movie without remembering that.
Well, you will understand it, but still watch them.
Yeah, watch
I'm
them.
so mad that they skipped to years and skipped over months. Like we had days, weeks, and then years.
Yeah.
So I guess the next one will be 28 decades later.
Rebel Phoenix, are you a Squid Game fan?
I am.
Have you seen season 3?
I have not seen that one yet. I stopped at season 2.
Well, they just came out with season 3 a few days ago.
I'm gonna have to catch up now.
I binged watched it. I'll be honest. I was just wondering what you thought of it.
Did you see the reality show they had attached to that one? It was like the actual challenge games.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it's called Squid. The Challenge. That's
Squid
it.
Game
Squid Game the Challenge
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I saw it. I enjoyed it. I actually thought, in the challenge they have the mother son like duo, and then in season 2 of Squid Game they introduced the mother son duo.
Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting, but. Let's see what people are saying in the comments section. Stella says, Michael B. Jordan in horror is my dream come true. It is. I'm trying to think of all the movies I've seen. I know he's Creed. Does a good job in Creed. He was the Human Torch in the last Fantastic Four movie.
I think he was also in Hardball too, back when he was like young.
Oh, okay.
With Keanu Reeves.
Mandy is saying, OMG, so good. But I'm not sure what she was saying. Sinners, 28 Years Later, Squid Game. Let me know
all
in the comments,
above.
Mandy.
All of the above.
All of the above.
They were all good. Jeremy, is there a movie coming out that you want to see?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I'll tell you, on the Superman movie, like, I kind of want to see it, but I'll be honest, like the super dog thing, that could be really good or really bad. But I definitely want to see it. I mean, it's been a long time since there's been a Superman movie, so I'm kind of looking forward to that, I'd say. And of course, Boredom and Bloodshed when that comes out.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
Duh. Yes. Superman for me, I'm kind of not really excited for it, but I'll watch it because it's Superman.
Same.
I'm just not really like, I don't know, I'm not too excited. What do you think?
I'm not too excited for it, but I do want to watch it because one of our actress from Friday the 13th Blood Loss is actually a background extra in it.
Oh, Tracy
Nice.
Pritt. Shout out to Tracy.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't think
Ooh,
she
nice.
watches anymore, but if she does, Tracy, you should have been here because we were talking about you. Yeah, she was an extra in it a little while ago. It's been a while now, right?
Yeah, she's been waiting patiently.
It's been like not quite a year, I don't think, but almost a year, maybe something like that, like a year.
Yeah, it's been over.
It's been a while, but
That's the worst part about making movies is you make the movie and it's so much fun and it's exciting. You have a great time, and then you just wait.
That's
and you wait.
Come out, and it's like even if it's a year, and a year's not a long time for a movie, but you're waiting like it's been a year. I want to see it.
I think I was telling Rebel that. So that's part of it is you film and you want to see it, but then you have to wait, and then you're waiting and waiting. But then once you start getting involved with more projects, those wait times feel like they aren't as long because you have a movie come out, and maybe like a few months later, another project that you worked on comes out or whatever. So it's I don't think the wait is as bad, but Rebel's going to be waiting for 2 years now to see Boredom and Bloodshed.
It's just so hard being a celebrity these days, guys. It's just so hard being a celebrity.
It gives you more time to be anonymous in the world. So before you hit it big, you can still go out to the supermarket.
I'm more than happy to make it big right now, guys. I will do public appearances, autographs, you name it. I'm an approachable person. Come. Approach me.
We did we filmed some scenes with Christian like it's been like a year and a half ago or something. But when did we film with Christian in October? When was the first thing? 2023?
It was 2023 that we filmed in October with Christian.
So we filmed with Christian 2023 in October. He was like just starting out acting. We did we got some shots of him out in the woods. We put a demo together for him, and then he used that to get on the Oxygen channel. He was like a serial killer reenactment kind of thing. And then he used Blood Loss with that to get on Law and Order. He had a speaking role in Law and Order. Then that led to FBI. And then that led to this thing with like Ben Stiller's sister and Gwyneth Paltrow's mom and all this. So it's like it can kind of like go in that direction, and most of those things happened before Blood Loss even came out. So we went filmed with him. We got him that footage to use at least, and then he was able to get that scene, shown to people, and things kind of took off from there. I don't know what. Okay, let's see what they're saying here. Stella's saying Michael B. Jordan was in The Wire. Then she says Rebel is the embodiment of celebrity.
Thank you very much.
Christina says LOL, and then and then Thriving in Chaos says Ain't I Though, which is Rebel. Okay, all right. And then Christina says LOL again.
Well, you got to keep the fans entertained, man. You got to keep them coming back.
Let's see. What do you want to ask? We got about 20 minutes left or so. What do you want to ask these guys before we go off and just talk about perks and ask random questions and all that fun stuff?
I think we should get to ask you guys questions.
You want to ask us questions?
Yeah,
go ahead, Jeremy.
We should ask you guys questions.
Right. Yeah, come on, shoot.
So, all right. So Anthony, we know about you. Mandy, how did you get involved, and what made you want to do movies and all that stuff?
With the movies and everything. Well, I grew up doing acting and dancing. My parents had paid for me to do like private lessons for, acting, dancing, singing lessons, stuff like that. I was a theater brat. And let's see, I took a little bit of a break because of health reasons back in 1996. I'm trying to think. I had gotten a tumor when I was in my senior year of high school, so that kind of put things on hold for me. But sorry, this is echoing. But it was 2020 during the pandemic. I had Dr. Gould reach out to me to be on his show, and it's a show that was out in California. So I was filming my footage from home, and I would send the footage out to them and everything, and that kind of snowballed into more people like coming to me and introducing themselves, and I got thrown into this whole movie thing.
Awesome.
This is how Mandy and I met. I was working on a different fan film at the time, and she was interviewing me. She was on a different podcast, and I was a guest on that podcast, and that's how we met.
Yeah,
So love at first sight, right?
Very cool.
No, it wasn't love at first sight.
Oh, so you need that shirt that says, "Was it love at first sight, or should I walk by again?"
Hey.
Yeah, he had to walk by again.
A few times. You had to walk back and forth a few times.
Yeah.
Model a few different outfits for you.
Honey.
I want more questions. I was hoping they would keep going.
All right, come on, Jared.
I would like to know what my character is, guys. Should I, you know, am I a Cruella de Vil kind of character? Am I the meek little geek character? Like, I'm so excited to see my own script. That I could do. I could totally do that. I can channel my inner Annie Wilkes, guys. I'm your number one fan, as you can tell from my podcast.
All right, Mandy, do you want to ask them anything before we go over perks and I fire off dumb questions for fun at the end?
No, I want them to ask me more questions. Go ahead.
Well, they're not. All right. Well, if you guys want to know anything, feel free to ask. If not, we'll just show off some perks and have some fun at the end.
Who's your favorite? I don't want to say just kill. All right. So who's your favorite killer in a movie?
My favorite killer in a movie?
Yeah, it's like killer in a movie, like your favorite killer character.
Yeah, let me see. There's quite a few.
Your favorite killer?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. I know my favorite horror film is obviously the Halloween 3, but I wouldn't say that would be my favorite killer. I think it would have to be Freddy Krueger.
Do you like Friday Part 2? Ice Cube and no, I'm just, you like like Sackhead Jason.
I like Sackhead Jason.
But your favorite killer overall is Freddy?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one, Freddy.
All right.
I might go with Freddy too.
But hold on, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
No, I'll just leave it there because there's so many. It's like when you sit there and you start thinking about films and everything like that, later on I'll think of it and I'll put it all in the comments for everyone.
Freddy's the coolest one. They did so many cool things with the early movies, with all the practical effects and all the things the sets that they had to build and everything, the rotating room and the giant fly and like the big fly trap and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Well, I was really little when it first came out, and the first one came out, and I remember sitting in the living room with my family and everything, and we had some friends over and stuff like that because they rented the VHS and everything, and everybody's sitting there screaming and everything and trying to cover up my eyes saying, "Oh, Mandy, it's like, don't be scared," and stuff like that. And I just remember everybody's being so scared that they didn't realize that it would take their arm off of me and just go sit next to the next person so I could keep watching it. And it was just something that stuck with me. It was really cool.
All right. So
yeah,
Freddy.
I was a sadistic
Freddy.
little kid.
Okay, I have a question. Ari, Christian, and Dr. Satan excluded, who would be your dream horror cast for a movie?
Beatrice Bupley.
Yeah, you forgot to say her.
Yeah.
No, we're only cutting out the boys. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Then,
They're not allowed. No boys allowed. No, I'm just kidding.
Beatrice Bupley.
You're gonna say Beatrice.
Yeah. Beatrice was Freddy Krueger's mom in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, but did you know she was Pamela Voorhees in our movie? She's pretty cool.
I actually did know that. I caught that in the trailer. Thank you.
She's
gonna be Mad at Midnight in Horror Hound Bites.
Yeah,
Hound
Mad at
Bites.
Midnight. And then I'm trying to talk her into doing another project down the road too. So that's I mean, she's the only one that I want to do it. So that is literally the person that I would have do it. I guess
an
if
honor.
I guess
be
maybe
like, I want you specifically. Nobody but you will do for this role. That's gotta be an honor. Like, that's awesome.
that's what I want. There's a few people I have in mind for that one, but not in that role. So Beatrice would be the person. Then Christian Bester's in there and Walter. No, I'm just kidding. No, but Beatrice. I guess maybe, I go back and forth in my mind. Like, if I could, would I want to work with Robert Englund, or would I rather just be a fan? Kind of thing. I don't know.
I mean, that's
I want to
the
work
whole...
with Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Oh yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Gotta start.
So
an
if he
Indiegogo
hears this
campaign
right
for
now,
Who?
You know how many
Anyone else?
donations we would have on Indiegogo if we had Bruce Campbell as an actor?
oh my God.
Maybe if we did the right movie, maybe like Bill Moseley or something.
Oh yeah, Richard Brake. Go for him. I love Richard Brake. In case nobody knows that, he's on my list of people I want to meet so badly. If anybody out there can make that happen, just saying.
This is the Joker that we talked about, right?
Yes, Rob Zombie's 31. He played Doomhead.
That is
Joker of all time.
Yeah, if you just watch that movie as like, this is Rob Zombie's version of a Joker movie, it's way more fun that way. It is. But it is heavy, at times. But
it really is. But like, as far as horror movies go, like, it's one of the better ones in recent years, I think, just because it's like, it's a known concept with like an original spin on it, I think.
I think as far as other people, though, we pretty much got to work with most of the ones,
Have you guys had Felissa in a movie?
No, we haven't. I think we talked to her about one at one point, I think.
We did.
I think we reached out to her about one at one point, but I don't remember what happened, but it just didn't work out for whatever reason.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Yeah, maybe someday.
The same with Bill. It didn't work out.
Oh, yeah. We did talk to Bill at one point.
Yeah, I talked to him
we
directly.
did, yeah.
And he told me to...
I think his agent was the problem. Which is that I don't like... I'll never go through agents. Like, I always go to the actor, and it's just so much better that way. Like, you just have this relationship with them. If they want to do the movie, you just work something out.
I have an agent, guys. Or did you forget my agent?
No, but I just I hate dealing with them. It never works out. They always want, they're always interested in, I don't know,
themselves.
Yeah.
Mine's not like that. Mine's great. I highly recommend it. Just saying. You're welcome, Adam. I know you're watching.
Yeah, but that's what happened with Bill. We'd love to work with Bill someday. Maybe we can make it work on an upcoming film at some point. Brian Elam from the Talking Ship podcast is here. Brian, how are you? I'm working with getting Felissa Rose on the show. I met her at Spooky Empire. Very cool. Maybe we'll get to work with Felissa one day. I think my dream person to get in a future movie, though, would be Beatrice, just because I've had this kind of idea for a movie for a while.
You can have more than one, guys. I said your entire cast.
I don't really. I mean, I've already gotten to work with Ari, which is cool. He's the original Jason Voorhees. How cool is that? You know what's weird about that too is there's so many different Friday the 13th fan films that come out. And none of them were getting Ari, and I saw that. And I'm like, seems like a missed opportunity. So I reached out to him and it worked out.
Busy. He's just so busy. I think our friend requested him months ago and still haven't heard from him.
He's literally. No, okay, Buffy.
Oh, Buffy!
Yes, I love Buffy.
You would want Tom Atkins.
I want
Tom Atkins.
Oh, Tom Atkins, yeah. I'd wear a mustache the whole time.
Anyone else? Not really. No.
I totally want Spike from Buffy. Just saying.
I was about to say it, but
All right. Anyway, it's getting weird. So we'll just.
so
Any other
Jeremy-
questions? Anybody?
No, I want to talk to Jeremy right now.
All right, go ahead.
So Jeremy is going to be Lucifer in Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate. Can you bless us with your voice that you'll be doing? Let's get in character, Jeremy.
So I'll tell you something that's funny is that, first off, I am very grateful to you guys for that role because I'd always wanted to do, even before I started doing movies, I always wanted to do voice acting and voiceover stuff. And so it's my first time doing a voice role. So every time before I do, before tomorrow night when we do the table read and before I do my recordings, I kind of listen to it ahead of time again to try and keep the same voice going. But basically, it's Lucifer, and I don't know what to say. It's kind of this like upper crust, like hello, Muffy and Buffy and Rebel here, but kind of with like a little bit of an attitude, sort of like Beatrice Buckley, such a wonderful actress.
Yeah, it's very ritzy kind of cat, right? Like a very.
Yeah, he definitely gets in cat mode when we start doing our table reads and everything. You can tell.
No, I mean like Lucifer. It's like very like.
It sounds like the fancy version of Jesse from Pokemon.
Okay.
He's a little. I feel like he's a little upper crust. He's a little stuffy. He's a little evil. He's definitely sarcastic and kind of aloof to everybody else. Just kind of like whatever. All these people are just here. So.
Mandy says, you do so well with that voice. I love doing the table reads. We're having a table read for episode 3 tomorrow, and then we'll be filming that. We're doing 12 episodes total. So if anyone out there wants to get involved, you can still become a series regular. We just added all new acting roles to the Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate campaign, so you can sign up for those today.
This is actually
the
one of our
cat
cast members for Horror Hound Bites.
The cat stole the show.
Lucifer.
That's me. Hi, it's me.
It's you.
So
She's
Sabrina.
Like, she's like looking at him. But this is Sabrina.
Hi.
She's the real star.
She's the body of Lucifer. And Jeremy does the voice of Lucifer. Void Kitty, I have one too, LOL. So I just wanted to answer this question up here from Christina. If I can get Mandy to focus for a second. Christina is saying, can you tell us the process of making a movie from beginning to end?
The process? That's actually a very loaded question.
She needs step by step, Mandy.
That needs its own podcast just on its own. Full hour.
That's what I mean. Exactly. It's a very loaded question.
So because we
so
run,
much that goes into it, especially behind the scenes. There's a lot that people don't realize that do go into it, especially the.
You want me to answer the question?
Well, I was sitting there. It's like basically like secretarial work and everything. Yeah, you try to explain it.
Okay, so the way we make the movie is all of our funding comes from crowdfunding. We use Indiegogo, which is a website that you can use. You offer perks to campaign backers in exchange for donations. Then that's all the money that we have to make the movie. We don't have any major studio or anything like that. So whatever you guys see on the Indiegogo campaign, the Indiegogo campaign is actually showing you probably a lot more than what we actually have to make the movie. Something to keep in mind because we have to give Indiegogo a percentage, then we have to pay a large percent on taxes. Then I have to use a big portion of that money for perks to fulfill all the different things, t-shirts, hats, mugs, posters, shipping, and all this other stuff. Then whatever we have left out of that is what we have to actually make the movie. That we have to cover insurance, locations, food for the cast, all the equipment, whatever we have to make the movie, lighting and everything. That all comes from the little bit of money that we raised through Indiegogo. So we have perks on our campaign, such as join the cast, get a custom role, get your book featured in the movie, get your song featured in the movie. So a lot of the stuff that we do in our movies is actually dictated by the perks that people sign up for, because we have to fulfill that obligation to our campaign backers. So it's sort of at the mercy of the campaign in a way. So once we have those things in mind, we kind of come up with an outline. We'll say, all right, this is a movie about a guy that goes to a party and he kills a bunch of people. Okay, and then we have to we'll come up with a general idea. What if he did this and this character was involved? But we kind of leave it a little bit loose until we get closer to filming, because we're still running perks and trying to raise money to actually get the movie made. So once we actually get a little bit closer, we'll take all those acting roles away from Indiegogo, and then we'll say, okay, these are the actors that we have involved. This is kind of like we know that the movie is going to start here and it's going to end there. Now we have to fill in the middle part. And so we'll come up with a script, and then probably when we get to set, some things will change. And we'll say, like, okay, instead of killing him this way, what if we killed him that way, or whatever. So it's sort of a developing thing. Then once we have all the footage, we're going to go to post-production. We're going to edit the footage. Then the movie is going to change a little bit again, because now we're in post-production. We say, oh, what if we edit the movie this way to make it look like this is happening? And so it'll change a little bit again. So it's a process. There's no one way to make a movie. Everyone's going to do it differently. Typically, money's involved, or money and a camera and actors are involved, and some of those same things you'll find from set to set. But everybody's going to do things a little bit differently. With us, a lot of the preparation comes down to getting props ready, getting costumes ready. We have to go out ourselves physically to find locations, make phone calls, talk to people, talk to the local film commission, make sure I don't need permits for certain locations. If we do, what do I have to do for that? Make sure our insurance is up to date and it's caught up on payments or whatever the case. Make sure that the locations have the COI so that they know that we're insured and that we can actually show up and film that day. Make sure our equipment is working properly, because we haven't touched certain things in 6 months, and now I have to make sure the lights are still working and the camera is still working. And so there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of the props and things that we make, Mandy makes most of it herself from scratch, or she has very little to work with, and then she builds that up from whatever small form that we find it in. She'll find like a half a mask somewhere, and when she's done, we have this elaborate thing. Or she has some stuff here she can show you. For example, we found kind of this makeshift skull at a small costume store here, but it didn't have this face or this ear. I don't know if you guys can see some of the hair on it and stuff. So Mandy had to sit there and actually hand sculpt most of this to make it look the way it does. There's hair kind of like glued on and stuff. Oh, you can kind of see it. There you go. So there's just a lot of work that goes into it. Mandy does all this by hand, molds the whole thing. And so a lot of it's made by her. We have some machetes. What else do you have there?
You have that.
You have those jack-o'-lantern. Show us the big one there.
She's just so talented, guys. She really is. I'm so jealous.
So here's like a party pumpkin prop that we found, but then Mandy hand painted all this. There was no stencil or anything like that. She's just sitting there literally hand painting this, and that's the logo that we use for Boredom and Bloodshed. This will be a screen used prop. She wants me to show this handprint. She's more entertained by the handprint, which you just put your hand in blood and touch it there or whatever. But this face, she actually had to sit there and hand draw or whatever, hand paint this. So there's that. Here's another one. She just does different faces on them and stuff.
It's so cute. It's a little shrunken head.
Yeah, these are all they'll be screen used. They're all props that were put up for grabs on Indiegogo. People picked those up. I think there were like 7 or 8 of them that she did. But anyway, so that's kind of to give you guys an idea of the process. We do a lot of the we call them field effects on the fly. Here's a machete. She wants me to just keep showing you guys stuff now. So we actually found She's like, look what else I
Let
did.
her have her moment.
So we found she's had a lot of moments, trust me. We
She deserves them. Girl
so
power.
This is a machete that we found, like a prop machete, costume prop, but she just went through and hand painted it. When you see it on screen, it looks a little bit different than it does here with this kind of lighting and everything. But she hand painted that.
Over exaggerate everything because when he sits there and he goes into edit and everything, things start
It'll
to
look
change,
different, yeah.
and it doesn't show up.
Once you're color grading and you have the lighting and all that stuff set up, it looks different. It's all hand wrapped leather on there. So this is actually up for grabs if anyone out there wants it. It's only $99. It's an exact replica of the machete that you guys see in Friday the 13th Blood Loss, and there's only 2 available, so make sure you grab them today. If you want them, send me a message. I'll make sure you get it as soon as possible. Oh yeah, look at this. So
see, I would say yes, except I know that my wife is listening, and she'll like text me suddenly and be like, no, we don't need more in the basement. So
I got one of the masks.
Don't say yes. We know. Just we'll DM you.
Just
No, all right. So here's
for yes.
here's the little Jason that we that Mandy made for the premiere. So the hand is all so we found a doll and then we built up on the doll, or Mandy did. So it's pretty much an exact replica of the Jason that you guys see in the movie, just a little smaller version. She made these gloves. These are like custom gloves on the doll. This machete is the exact same as the big one that we just showed you, but it's tiny. But it's painted the exact same way, so it's all custom. She made this mask for him, which is an exact replica. Do you have the other mask? We'll show you guys. So this is our photo op mask. So whenever Christian takes photos with people or whatever, this is the mask that you'll see him wearing in that picture. And it's pretty much an exact replica of the one in the movie. The mold's made by Tim Jones from Top Hotch Knox. Shout out to Tim Jones. I hand painted this one. So I hand painted the masks and the full size Jason costume, but Mandy made little Jason to match him, and the damage is all in the same place and the whole thing. And then of course, here we'll take his mask off. Mandy had to custom make this ugly little face for him, and so this is when
cute.
we
I know,
had our
it's
premiere.
ugly, it's cute.
Yeah,
I've got
So
a
we had our
girlfriend
premiere
phone right
together.
over here.
Yeah.
Brian Frankenstein.
He has his own little stand with blood.
So yeah, so this is just the kind of stuff that Mandy makes. I think she likes showing it off right now. You're having
Yes.
fun, right? All right. So that's a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, I guess. There's table reads that we do with the actors. Once we have a script, we all get together, we go over the script together, we take one-on-one time that we put aside for each actor to talk to him about their stuff. Mandy does all the wardrobe. I did all the cinematography on Blood Loss. Mandy did all the makeup effects. I did all the field effects. What else? Anything? We kind of just wear different hats, and from each project we change
Production
jobs.
Coordinating, that's all me. I do the scheduling.
Yeah.
I send everybody out their sides, and I make sure that I send everybody out like emails and everything with up-to-date information on filming.
I do. I did all the editing on Blood Loss, but then, like I said, all the jobs change from project to project. So when we work on Horror Hound Bites, Blood Loss, we both kind of worked on writing it. Horror Hound Bites, Mandy's writing, Mandy's directing, Mandy's editing, and I am a puppet in the show, and that's it. So I'm not doing like the other stuff on this one. Boredom and Bloodshed.
Writing is fantastic. Let's just throw that out there for Horror Hound Bites. Every script has been so much fun. Really, like people who aren't involved in it get involved, or just wait for it to come out because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We all have fun doing the table reads. I have fun filming, and there we go. It's a great show, great project to get involved with. But yeah, so our jobs change a little bit from movie to movie. Killer Pizza, she's writing and probably doing most of the directing, right? Killer Pizza. we might
can't be-
co-direct some stuff here and there. Just we kind of changed jobs a bit, but she's doing the props on that. We're working on the pizza together. She's doing all the sculpting for it, though, right? We're doing Boredom and Bloodshed. Mandy made the mask. I'm doing the cinematography. Mandy's doing all or at least most of the writing, right?
I was. I'm doing the writing. I have the original script and everything, but we always work with everything and we bounce ideas off of each other and stuff. So it's always a mutual thing.
Yeah. So the jobs change a little bit, but to give you guys an idea, that's how we do it. Is that?
And I think, like, I think it's tough for people who aren't involved in it or aren't doing it to really grasp the fact that you guys and other independent filmmakers and stuff really do so much work, and pretty much all the work on your own. You don't have like a huge crew of, you know, dozens of people or hundreds of people or something. You guys are doing all that work yourselves, and maybe you've got some other people doing sound or maybe some other makeup or effects or whatever, or lighting and things like that. But it's a small group of people working to make a movie, and everybody's doing different things, and it's a lot. So you guys do it all.
So on Blood Loss, I was up literally awake 22 hours a day. I was doing all the cinematography. I was doing most of the lighting. There were some days where we had people help set up stands and stuff. So I give credit to those guys. We did have a little bit of help with the audio on some days. Loretta Chambers helped with that. Joshua Racing helped with that. But for the most part, it's we do a bulk of all of that stuff. Mandy did 100% of the makeup and the makeup effects on Blood Loss. Won a couple awards for it, right? 2 of them?
Yeah, 2 awards.
Won 2 awards for him. I did all the other stuff that we talked about. So, I mean, the large majority is us just, you know, cranking it out on set. You know, I might get the audio ready and have somebody hold the boom mic or something for a while. If we're lucky enough to have them. If not, then I have to rig all the audio stuff and make sure it's working. And then, you know, if something goes wrong, I have to be the one to troubleshoot and fix it and find out what's going on. And so we do get some help from our cast. Normally the cast members are kind of doing double roles or trying to help out where they can, cooking. Sometimes they cook and do things like that. But yeah, we are grinding hard. So anybody that's thinking about doing it,
You have to wear multiple hats.
Indiegogo is a full-time job. I'm telling you guys right now. A lot of people think, you know, I mean, they'll message me and say, you know, can I just set up my Indiegogo campaign? And they think they can just like not do anything and it's going to raise a bunch of money. And I'm like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Work at it.
You got to keep grinding. You got to promote every day. You got to make your posts. You got to engage with people. You have to send out emails. You have to do all the things that you see us doing. That's the only way I can, you know, that's the only way I know how to do it. So that's that's what I found works for me. I see other people that are not doing a lot of the stuff that we're doing, or I'll try to guide people in the right direction. And they just don't want to do the work, and so it comes up short, and then they're kind of struggling to figure out what to do. So just be aware, if you guys get into it, it is a lot. You can't just set it up and hope for the best. You have to actually do the work. And, you know, we're always here to answer questions for people, but yeah, it's there's no shortcut.
No,
Definitely
there's no
not.
shortcut with it at all.
If you think there is,
Definitely
good
not.
luck with it.
There's a lot of people that do reach out to us, like saying that they're not having any luck with their campaigns and everything, and what can they do differently. And the first thing that you do notice is that they don't promote it. They might make one post and then they just forget about it, and then they're like, why isn't anybody donating? You have to keep going every day, and there's going to be days when you don't get a donation, but you can't let that discourage you. You got to keep going.
Keep grinding. Got to make changes. Got to pivot. Got to have fun sometimes, you know. And then there's promoting mode. Right now we're in crowdfunding mode. But now we're getting closer to filming. So once we're on set, then we're in filmmaking mode, right? Then my personality is a little bit different. I'm hyper focused on making this movie work. So you have to adjust and be whatever is needed in that moment to get the job done. And if you think you're going to take shortcuts and do great things, you're probably not going to turn out that great. You know what I'm saying? Just keep working hard. If you really want it, then you don't need me to tell you that it takes a lot of work, right? Because you guys are already out there doing it. And there are a lot of people in the independent movie scene that are doing really great things, right? Like the Death of Snow White people, they look like they're doing a lot of cool things. Obviously, the Terrifier people have done a great job. Indiegogo crowdfunded until this latest one. The first Terrifier movie had an Indiegogo campaign. The second Terrifier had Indiegogo. We know the Mahals had a lot of great success with Indiegogo. Sean C. Phillips and Nicole Vegas have had success with this sort of thing. So there are a lot of great people out there. They're all doing their thing, but the one thing that they all have in common is that they're all grinding. They're all trying really hard to get whatever it is that they want to do made. None of them are taking shortcuts as far at least as far as the crowdfunding thing goes. They're doing everything they can to raise their money. All right, so we are an hour and 15 minutes into the podcast. Rebel Phoenix. Rebel Phoenix. No more questions from Christina tonight. Thank you. Please. No, I'm just kidding. Rebel Phoenix.
Bye, everybody.
So you are one of the hosts alongside Stella Rune of the podcast. I'm going to bring up a picture here. I have a picture, I swear, for your podcast, which is called Thriving in Chaos. Check that out. As you mentioned before, you've had a bunch of the actors from Killer Pizza, Blood Loss, Boredom and Bloodshed, Horror Hound Bites on the show. When and where can people find your show? Because you guys are doing more now. You guys are doing like more and more.
We are just everywhere now. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, you name it, you can find us on it. Just saying. So I think the only platform we're not on right now is X or Twitter.
So if people go on YouTube, all they do is type in Thriving in Chaos podcast, and then your channel would pop up, right?
We are Thriving in Chaos 1 on YouTube. So if you just type in @Thriving in Chaos 1, it should bring us up, because I think there's a bunch of other people on there with the same name, but we're obviously the more famous of them all.
All right. So as I mentioned, you're alongside Stella Rune. So what kinds of topics do you guys usually cover? Because now, our viewers are getting more and more familiar with you, but what do you talk about on the podcast?
There's honestly not much we don't talk about these days. Our slogan has over time slowly grown into, we're not just entertainment, we're real life, because now we have people from all walks of life that want to be on the show. So originally we started with actors and independent horror, and now we've opened it up to just about anybody with a story to tell. So we have comedy, we have true crime, we have the paranormal, we have ghost hunters, we have haunted location owners, we have horror movies and independent filmmakers. So you name it, we got it. We're like a one-stop shop for anybody that wants to pop on in.
If people want to follow you on social media, are you on Facebook, Instagram? Where can people find you?
We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and somewhere else that I can never remember. But we're literally anywhere you want to see us except Twitter. Like,
and I just followed you on Facebook.
Yeah. I have my personal page under Christy Bailey, which is the one that has the most followers. And then I have my Thriving in Chaos page, which I try to remember to post to, but I usually end up using my personal page because that's where everybody's like, oh, hey, there you are. So I usually end up using my personal page over my profile page. But yes, Stella, we humanize humans. She loves saying that, if you guys couldn't tell.
And do you demonize demons?
Well, of course. Of course. Yes, Lucifer, you're the bad
Very
guy.
cool.
I'm the good guy. I'm the angel in the scenario. Don't you see my halo? Hold on. Ding. Let me polish it up a little bit for you.
Jeremy, if people want to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
Good luck with that. I really need to do more on social media. I'm on Facebook. I've got, my production company, Stag Mountain Films. So you can go to stagmountainfilms.com and see some of the things that I'm doing. I'm on TikTok, which is Guy with a Tie. I think because I started off doing like videos with me with a tie on, and I just got bored with that. But I don't know, I post things every now and then. And also Stag Mountain Films on Instagram, but I don't know how often I post on there. I need to do more. I'm juggling too many things at one time, I guess. So I need Rebel to do my social media, apparently.
I mean, I'm available, just saying. I have no life outside of, podcasts and Anthony.
All right, so
I think I've done enough for these guys to be part owner of these campaigns by now. Just saying.
There you go. Oh,
Jeremy, yeah, go ahead.
I think she's making you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah.
There will come a day and time in the near future where I need a favor. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, that changes my question then. Jeremy,
Uh-oh.
Godfather or Goodfellas?
Oh, Godfather.
Ooh, hard choice.
Godfather.
Godfather?
What was your question going to be?
It was going to be Rebel. Who's your favorite Marvel character?
Oh, okay. Hard choice because I don't know. I'm kind of partial to all of them at this point. Yeah, I don't know on that one. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Hard choice. Marvel, Iron Man, maybe.
Thanos.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's I was wondering here too. All right, Jeremy, favorite video game of all time?
Galaga.
Okay.
Yeah, I always
Phoenix.
loved that game.
Rebel, what's your favorite band of all time?
Oh, again, hard choice. The one I've been listening to the most recently is probably Fall Out Boy. So,
do you have a favorite album?
No, not really. I've kind of liked them all pretty equally.
Okay. Let's go with Jeremy. Who would win in a fight between Darth Vader and Jason X?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Why'd you do that? I was going to say Darth Vader or Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
I mean, Chuck Norris birthed Darth Vader. I mean,
Chuck Norris is the answer to all questions. Just saying.
Chuck Norris is a galaxy far, far away.
He probably created his own galaxy far, far away.
Rebel Phoenix, what's your favorite Jim Henson movie?
Oh, Jim Henson. That's the Muppets. Muppet Treasure Island.
What's yours?
Labyrinth.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Labyrinth.
Oh yeah, I like the Labyrinth too. And what's the other one he did?
Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal. That's it.
Yeah, it's a good one too. He did. His work was on dinosaurs.
Yeah, that was a good TV show.
Yeah. Let's see. So people are saying Dark Crystal. Colin Fuel saying, yo, oh my God, it's Colin Fuel from Friday the 13th, The Blood Loss, and Killer
Hey, buddy,
Pizza.
long time no talk.
And Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate is Conrad the Gorilla.
Yes, he is Conrad the Gorilla.
I love his accent in that. that just it makes me
He
smile
does so
every
good.
single time. He's so good.
And Tint, he was also in Thriving Chaos, guys. Just throwing it out there. I don't want to toot our own horn for anything.
He's going to be our pizza delivery guy, Brandon, and Killer Pizza.
Stella says Treasure Island, Tim Curry, which brings me to my next question, which I just came up with just now. Jeremy, what's your favorite Tim Curry movie?
Rocky Horror
Wow.
Show.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say Rocky Horror has got to be the. Oh boy, I'd have to look at his all the movies because he's been in so many movies.
Here's a left field one, right? Like my favorite would probably just be It, I think.
Yeah.
But you know what nobody probably ever says was he was Rum Tum Tugger in Cats.
Ooh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he was good in Clue was good in Scary Movie 2.
Oh
good in
yeah,
that one too.
That was so funny. I had to mention Rocky Horror, or Stella may have, killed me a little bit there. But
I mean, I'm looking now. He's got 243 movies and TV shows. So
hard choice, right? He's just in everything. I liked him in Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
Cardinal Richelieu.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
See, we're on the
Three
same
Musketeers.
wavelength, Stella. I knew that. I knew that was coming. You're welcome.
Maverick said, "Is this just Superman's dog that came into?" He heard what we were saying earlier. He stopped in to yell at us.
Right?
It's like, you better see my movie. Kurt Douglas says hi. Hey, Kurt. All right, so we're almost at the end here. Let's blast through some perks, talk about them real quick, and then we'll get ready to let everyone go. Brian says Home Alone 2. Is Tim Curry in Home Alone 2?
He was the hotel manager.
Yeah.
Or the bellhop guy.
Yes.
Stella says Charlie's Angels.
Seen that one?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's show off some perks, Manny. Check out this perk. This is one that we've never done before. You can get phone calls from set. So while we're filming the movie, Mandy, who's supposed to be doing all the good stuff, will call you from set to show off all the cool things that we have going on. That's a pretty new thing for us. Trying to figure out how to get rid of this comment real quick. There we go. All right. So it's a cool one. I think it's pretty cheap too. So sign up, donate today, get a phone call from set while we're filming Boredom and Bloodshed. We'll get you on FaceTime and we'll let you say hello to the actors and we'll show off the set and we'll talk to you for a few minutes and it'll be so amazing. All right. Let's check out this next one. Get your song in the movie. Oh my God, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Not a lot of, this is a pretty popular perk normally. Not a lot of people have signed up for this perk yet. We're doing a movie with a big party scene in it. So we need to feature music in the movie. If I were a musician, I'd be like signing up for this right now because we might just be featuring your song in a big scene in the movie. Just food for thought. All right, let's see. This, of course, okay, all of these perks, of course, are for Boredom and Bloodshed, the very first part of our brand new series that we're filming this summer, starring horror icon Ari Lehman, a.k.a. the original Jason Voorhees, Christian Bester from Law & Order SVU and Friday the 13th Blood Loss, Jeremy Hirsch, Rebel Phoenix, Mark Brubaker, and so many other amazing actors. You can become an executive producer on the movie today. Go to work tomorrow and tell everybody at work, hey, look, I'm the executive producer on the brand new Ari Lehman flick, so I quit. All right, you can do that if you want. I don't suggest it, but you could do it. No, I actually do suggest it. You should do it right now. All right.
Okay, I will. I am an
do...
executive producer.
You can become a regular producer. We have an associate producer. So producer credits at all different tiers for all different price points.
What happened to the kitty
It's like
cat?
Pink Floyd, man.
The cat's not really there. Let's see this one. Get yourself a special thank you credit on the movie. People ask, what is the difference between a regular thank you credit and a special thank you credit? Well, the special thank you credit is special. You're actually shown on screen with fewer people under the special thank you section. Typically, less people sign up for that, so you're kind of in your own category with a few other people instead of being kind of like thrown into the mix of a whole bunch of people for the thank you credits. This is the death certificate. This is a brand new perk that we've never seen anyone do before. We always have the photo and the movie option on the campaigns, or missing person flyers, something like that. And this one, you can actually get your death certificate in the end credits of the film, as opposed to doing a missing person flyer. So it's just something different, unique to this campaign that we came up with. I think it's a lot of fun. We really haven't gotten people to sign up for it yet. We might do something cool, extra cool with it. Yeah, we'll be doing a special on it. So keep your eyes open. Get your wallets ready, because we're gonna do this together. All right. So get yourself a poster. Get the official poster. Guys, if you're a cast member in the movie, your name is going to be on the poster somewhere. Why wouldn't you want to have the poster, man? You hang it up on your wall and all kinds of cool things. Get the official poster today. Maybe your friends in the movie, your family members in the movie. Maybe you just like indie films, or you want to help support us. Sign up for the official poster through Indiegogo, and you'll be the coolest person of all time. Get yourself the official Boredom and Bloodshed shirt. This one has the logo, the skull silhouette, the red skull silhouette design that Mandy came up with. It's freaking awesome, guys. It's the same logo that we showed you on the jack-o'-lantern earlier. So get it. All right. These next few perks are a lot of fun. You guys are not even going to believe it, but it's real. All right. These are screen-used masks. Okay, these are consumer-grade masks. They are affordable screen-used props that are actually used in a movie. You can get your hands on something like that. We'll send you an autograph with it. You'll have something that was actually used in the film. It's like you're there yourself. Put it on display. Wear it to the next horror convention you go to, or whatever. All the money that's donated goes towards the production of the film, so your contributions are appreciated very much. And we don't just have the whaling mask. We actually had a handful. These are the ones that are left, and we actually have some good ones left, so let's show them off. There's the whaling mask. This one is the ragdoll mask. This one is the ape mask, and this one is the devil mask. How cool is that? They're only $49. For less than $50, you get yourself a screen-used mask from the movie. I would be all over this. This would be on my wall. I'd get all... Someone out there should just grab all 4 of them right now. I mean, you're under $200 for all 4 of them. Can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Sign up for Boredom and Bloodshed today through Indiegogo, starring some of the greatest indie actors and upcoming megastars that you're ever going to lay your eyes on. We appreciate everyone's support very much. Spike is never going to be in any of our movies. Nice try. Thank you guys so much for watching. Rebel, is there anything we should have mentioned that we didn't get a chance to mention?
No, not that I know of.
All right.
Go watch my show right along with all of theirs. There you go.
You know what? Spike won't be in one of our movies, but I do have a custom video that he made me where he's talking with his British accent, James Marsters.
Oh, I'm jealous.
He did a whole thing for me to wake up to on my phone.
I bet that's absolutely lovely.
Mandy,
it's absolutely lovely.
I'm going to meet him next month in Cleveland, so it's fine. It's fine.
Jeremy, anything that we should have mentioned that we didn't get a chance to mention?
No, but I do see in the chat that Mandy says, I want that death certificate, but have done so many already. Mm-hmm. So let me just say, Mandy, you can never have too many. Look at me. You can never have too many perks. As somebody who has bought so many perks and so many little things, you can't have too many.
Perks are like potato chips. You just can't buy one.
I mean, Come on, you know you want it.
can't eat one
Just do
potato
it,
chip.
Mandy.
You can't buy one perk. Because then you
That's
buy
ticket's
one,
really cool.
you buy one, and then you see all the other stuff you could have had, and then you upgrade.
And just throwing it out there, Mandy, if you wanted one of the screen use masks, we ship it out with your other stuff. You save money on shipping that way, so you won't have to spend as much on it. Food for thought.
Yep.
Food for thought. Same for anyone else out there that has physical goods being shipped out. Get yourself that screen use mask, man. You don't have to pay the full amount of money for shipping because we do combined shipping.
I actually think I bought one of the screen masks for blood loss, maybe.
You
One of
bought
the safety masks.
not a screen use mask. You did get a mask, but it's not a screen use mask. But you do have a mask coming.
I
But
see
you
how it
could
is. I
have-
wasn't cool enough. Wasn't
You know
cool
what you-
enough for that one.
But you know what you could have is a screen used boredom and bloodshed mask for just a
Way
little
to
bit more.
shamelessly promote that and just transition. I see I'm rubbing off on you there. So speaking of perks,
You know what? You know how we could do it? I'm gonna have Ari sell it to her in the film. And she's really gonna want it.
Everybody, oh,
you
that's,
he has to sign it
that's
first.
screwed up. All right, everybody better run right out and buy these perks, lol. Whoever said that, these thriving in chaos people really know their stuff, and they're my new favorite podcast of all time. Josh Hirsch says, oh my God, Josh Hirsch from Boredom and Bloodshed, who has a major voice role in the movie, and
buddy.
Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate, where he also has another large role. Hey guys, sorry I'm late, been a hectic day and night. Can't wait for the Horror Hound Bites table read tomorrow. Me either, man. I just can't wait at all.
Josh
Um,
Hirsch is going to be a take on the Invisible Man, the incredible Invisible Irwin.
I think he and I need to do something so we like Gersh and Hirsch or something. I don't know. Josh, we'll talk.
Gershon Hirsch
And then we
horror.
have Mandy Coleman has a spreadsheet to keep track of all of her perks.
So
At
do
the
I,
rate I'm
Mandy.
going, I'm going to need one too. Can you make me one while you're at it?
I do too, so don't feel bad about
So
it.
on that spreadsheet, Mandy, make sure that you add a screen use mask
Screen
and death
use
certificate.
For real,
All right,
I got
guys.
so many perks now, I can't remember them all.
We've been hanging out all night. It's been super fun. We've had a blast. Genuinely excited to get to this table read tomorrow night. I know everyone's been waiting for a while, so it's super exciting. Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate is our brand new web series that we're doing. It's a review horror host variety show. It features original characters. All of the roles, all of the acting roles are either done remotely, which means you film yourself at home, so there's no travel required, or you're doing a voice role, which means no travel required. So for those of you that are looking for a fun project to get involved with, it's a low commitment kind of thing where you can actually have a lot of fun, be a big part of the show, and get to be a part of these fun table reads and these other things that we're doing. Horror Hound Bites with Mary Kate is in demand on Indiegogo. We've already surpassed way beyond the original goal for that, but you can still get a ton of perks. We just added some new acting roles to it because it's been so, in demand over the past few months. We added a few more to keep the party going. So you can get involved with that. Boredom and Bloodshed is in demand on Indiegogo, filming in August. If you guys want to come to set, you could do a smaller remote acting role for that one, smaller voice role. You can get yourself producer credits today. Get involved with that. Blood Loss, get your Friday the 13th Blood Loss Blu-ray through Indiegogo. Still have some available. Get them now. It's not going to be on YouTube. I know everybody wants it to go. It's not going to happen, all right? The only way you're going to see it is if you go to Indiegogo today and sign up for your Blu-ray, and we'll ship it out to you, and you'll be the happiest person ever. And then, of course, the one that we really haven't talked about a lot tonight is Killer Pizza, which is a major upcoming feature film that we're working on, starring some of horror's greatest icons, which we'll be talking about a whole ton over the coming months. So that's kind of why we haven't said anything about it tonight. The focus is on Boredom and Bloodshed, which we're filming in August. Horror Hound Bites, we're on episode 3 out of 12. Still sign up today and become a series regular. And then, of course, we'll be spending a whole lot of time talking about Killer Pizza over the next few months, and we'll be going into production on that. So thank you guys for hanging out. We've been on all night, kept everyone
Thanks
awake
for
tonight.
having me. It was great.
I didn't mean to go this long, but you guys are just so fun to talk to, and we haven't done this in a while. So it's just been fun hanging out. Thank you guys.
Missing out on being part of the Horror Hound Bites table reads. That means she needs to sign up for a part.
She's a producer on it.
I know she's a producer.
I was gonna make a cast.
She's not a character.
I was gonna do a spotlight for her. You ruined the surprise. All right.
Thanks, guys. I'll check it out.
All right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll catch you, Jeremy, tomorrow, and Rebel.
See you tomorrow night.
We'll be talking to you soon. All right. And thank you to all the viewers out there for hanging out with us.
Thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah, we had a lot of comments tonight.
All right. Let's see. How cool was that? That was Rebel Phoenix and Jeremy Hirsch from Boredom and Bloodshed, our upcoming film that we're making this August, starring horror icon Ari Lehman, the original Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, the real Ari Lehman. Lehman rhymes with demon, by the way. The Boy in the Lake. It's also starring award-winning actor Christian Bester from Law & Order SVU, Friday the 13th Blood Loss, Mark Brubaker, Jeremy Hirsch and Josh Gersh, and Christy Rebel Phoenix.
Say that 10 times fast.
And who else is in that? Mandy Coleman, Jimmy Lasoto, Bobby Butler, Christina Spencer.
With the horror.
Boredom and Bloodshed.
Boredom and Bloodshed.
Yeah.
You have Mary Kate.
Mary Kate, the mistress of the macabre. Everyone's favorite horror host is going to be a part of it. So you don't want to miss out. Join today through Indiegogo. Thanks for hanging out with us. We haven't done a show in a while, so we've been just trying to get back into the groove a little bit tonight. Thank you for sticking by it. I'm trying to find the outro video so I could say thank you guys so much again. We'll catch you next time. We're back next Wednesday with more of the cast members from Boredom and Bloodshed. How cool is that? See you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. I'm Mandy, and this is Anthony. Bye. Bye.
See, that was the wrong one. I told you, just trying to get our feet. All right, are they gone? Hi, Zachary, and bye, Zachary. Hello, Amanda, and goodbye, Amanda.